start by learning a little bit more about you and finding out what actually made you join Kare Plus.
Okay. Well, I made some notes, obviously, so and ad-lib from that. I needed a new challenge. I've been running a cleaning franchise since 2005, and yeah, I felt the need to go into a new business, another challenge, maintain the other business, still have both now, obviously, but predominantly I wanted a new challenge, and I really liked the idea of healthcare. I had a friend who ran a franchise up in Leeds.
Okay.
He had his own cleaning company as well, so we were quite close, and picked his brain quite a bit, and he advocated healthcare, and made the decision and went with Kare Plus.
So obviously you've mentioned a bit about your other business venture. So just tell me a little bit more about that. What did you do before you joined the Kare Plus network?
Before I joined Kare Plus,
Yeah.
I was running a cleaning franchise since 2005, grew it year on year, still running it now. Prior to that, I was in retail, supermarket trade. I made my way up to an area manager, quite a young age. Like I say, went alone at the age of 24, running my own businesses.
Fantastic. So naturally, from looking at the cleaning sector, you mentioned that you had a friend that already worked in the healthcare sector. Was that the only reason that inspired you to change and diversify into a new environment? Or was there any other reasons that made you think healthcare is a sector that you needed to get into?
Well, I was getting a little bit bored with cleaning at the time, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. And again, I'm all about challenges. I felt healthcare would be good for many reasons. I think it's a good service to be in as well, delivering the services we do, especially home care. So no, I wouldn't say there was anything predominantly additional to that. It was really just I wanted a new business and I wanted a new challenge. And I think the healthcare, I liked the look of the margins, the numbers. Again, I liked Kare Plus. Didn't take me very long to choose Kare Plus, actually, and I went out to a few other companies, but made my mind up fairly quickly. But yeah, if I'm honest, it was I needed another angle to in my life at the time, which has been really come out well as well.
Fantastic. And so why was a franchise partner so important to you to get into the healthcare sector?
Again, I was used to franchising. I had a long-term franchising. I think a lot of people don't understand franchising, but I understood it through and through. So I knew what I was getting into. Healthcare was something completely different to me. Obviously, a service industry still, like cleaning. So similar, actually, dealing with very similar types of people, I feel, but a lot more compliance, obviously. And yeah, so I felt, again, I've been franchising for what, at that point, probably 10 years. It's the best option to do it, why rewrite the book. So I went again with the franchise route, and I haven't regretted none of that.
Fantastic. And so has the healthcare sector actually changed your outlook on life?
Massively.
Has it made you think differently?
Yeah, better. I love healthcare. I like everything about being in this business.
Fantastic.
I think it's a good business. It's a good business industry. And as I said, reference Kare Plus, the model works for me. There's a lot more yet that I can do as well. I love home care predominantly at the moment. That really is where we're pushing things now as a business. So yeah, very glad to be in the healthcare industry. Got no reason to be coming out of it anytime soon.
And you mentioned at the start of the sort of interview, if you will, that it didn't take you very long to decide on Kare Plus as your nominated franchise partner. Why was that? What made Kare Plus stand out to you?
I just like little things like the website at the time was really attractive. I like the idea of two business models. Met with Tom, really good meeting. I liked his enthusiasm. It matched mine. I could see he wanted me to join, which was nice. I referred to a couple other businesses at the time. Never ended up meeting them though. I literally had my first meeting with Kare Plus and made the decision from there. Yeah, I can't
It
really.
just clicked. It just literally seemed like all of the puzzle pieces clicked for you.
Yeah, I really, I enjoyed the meeting with Tom. I'm very much one of these people. If I like people, I'll do it. If I don't like someone, I won't do it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, I liked it. And again, I looked at the model at the time, and it appealed to me. It's quite a big franchise as well. So it's clearly at the time, it wasn't small, and it wasn't unknown either. So I think the reassurance of a company that was already quite well structured appealed to me as well. It wasn't a startup, obviously, which I didn't want to be part of. Didn't want to take that risk.
Okay, so what did you find to be the benefits then of joining our network? How has it helped you with your own personal aspirations?
Well, again, it's improved me as a businessman massively, no question about it. Because my cleaning company is very much, it's a different type of business in that you don't have the range of office staff. Whereas here, I've got a team of like 12 people now. So I've built a team, which is challenging itself. So I'd say, yeah, I think it's excelled me in business a lot more in the last 5 years than I ever thought I would be. So I was very much in the cleaning. I'd do a lot of it was me dealing with it. I had a lot of staff, but they were all cleaners. Whereas in Kare Plus, it's been very much about growing a team of people, I would say.
Fantastic. And so what would you say to somebody that's exploring our franchise but might be sitting on the fence about investing in a healthcare franchise with ourselves?
I'd say just go and do it. Yeah, do your research, obviously. You should do your research on anything. Look at the numbers, that goes without saying. Good margins in Kare Plus. I have no issues with the margins that we make as a franchisee. I think they're very fair. The 5 and 6% that I currently pay is, I know the franchise market, and that is competitive. And there's no hidden agenda either. There's no costs that surprise me hardly ever. You get one or two things, but that's business. But on the whole, you can make good money from it. So I'd advise anyone to join.
Fantastic. And so I think that answered our next question in regards to what would your advice be to anyone looking at a franchise today. So I'm going to reword it slightly to what would be your advice to someone that's exploring a franchise and what they should look out for?
Well, they need to go into it in the understanding that they still can't just rely on the franchise to do it for them, which I know a lot of people do in franchising. That's where it goes wrong. It's still your own business. You've got to follow the model. It's vital that you undertake it, that you're the day-to-day operator of the business. You can't expect someone else to do it for you. It's a 7-day job, no matter what people think. It's as simple as that. If you want to grow a proper business, not a 3 or 4 day working week involved in it. And Kare Plus will tell you that as well. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Fantastic. And finally, how would you summarise a Kare Plus franchise today?
Today, I think there's good growth. It's transparent. Lots more happening. So much more potential, I feel. I think I've been in it, 5 years now, and I'm still got a lot more that I could, and that's down to me. A lot more. I think there's a lot of energy in the head office as well. We're growing new parts to the business, social services, GPs, NHS hopefully soon. All these things obviously will help us as franchisees.